Hi, welcome to Banura's Books. I'm Eiley. I welcome you to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about which characters I would recommend for lower AR players or new players, especially for 8 stars, based on nationwide, and the reason why I would not recommend them and why I think they're actually good. I've been a Genshin AR 60 player who's been playing for quite a while. That's why I think my opinion is valid, and I don't care if others disagree. This is my opinion, you can have yours. Okay, let's go to my first point, cutting out any character that came out after Kazuha. Included Kazuha. This is where we go into 2 directions, and the first direction is all Inazuma characters, because all of them are out. Why? I explained it. To level up characters of Inazuma, you need stuff from Inazuma. Inazuma is currently the only nation that is locked behind a quest. For Chapter 2 Act 1, which is the Akron quest, to unlock Inazuma you need to be AR 30. Until then you cannot reach Inazuma, so you cannot level up the characters until you have done that quest. Oh Eiley, but what is with the characters of the other nations? They aren't quest locked? I can just walk you to them. Well yes, of course you could, but I personally don't find that the other nations are designed for low AR players. Let's take Fontaine for example, it's mostly water. Oh yeah, in Fontaine we get the ability to dive so that we don't drown, but that you only get by playing the Archon quest of Fontaine, so you don't have that until you reach the Archon quest so far. Which means you cannot reach all the bosses that you need, for example the boss you need for Farina or the seahorse you need for Nouvellette. And the other nations like Sumaru and Atlan, it's simple. The characters are expected to be higher level when reaching those nations, so the enemies are higher level, they're enemies and bosses. So it will be harder for you to fight the bosses and enemies in those nations. So you will still have trouble to level those characters of those nations up. If you don't just have a higher AR player around helping you, carrying you, I would just not recommend it. Now that we talked about which character you shouldn't get, let's talk about which characters you should get. First off, the 5-star characters. First off, we have Zhongli. His elemental skill creates a shield so strong it can practically make your team invincible, and his elemental burst petrifies enemies in place while dealing massive geo damage. Plus the shield reduces enemy resistance and giving your team a huge boost. Next up we have Venti. Venti is known for his incredible crowd control with his elemental burst. It pulls enemies together and deals continuous animal damage, making it perfect for cooping up enemies and triggering elemental reactions. Plus he generates tons of energy for the team, making him one of the best battery supports in the game. Also he's pretty good for traveling and adventuring with his E. Mona's up next to Elemental Burst that plays an Omen debuff on enemies that makes them take more damage. This is a huge for teams focused on big burst damage moments. Mona's Hydra application is also amazing for triggering reactions, making her an incredible support for high damage comps. Then we have Albedo. His elemental skill creates a geo construct that deals consistent AoE 2 damage based on his defensive. This means he can stay off field while contributing solid damage and generating energy for the team. Jean heals off your characters by simply attacking other enemies. Her elemental burst provides a powerful AoE heal while triggering swirl reactions. She's versatile, bringing crowd control and healing all in one, perfect for almost any team setup. Says Chi-Chi, even though she gets a lot of hate from the community with her elemental skill, she max enemies, healing your team every time they hit max targets. This passive healing makes her one of the best sustained healers, especially for longer fights. Now we have Diluc with his elemental skill and his burst. Diluc excels at dealing high pyro damage with powerful AoE attacks. His pyro element is perfect for triggering meld and vaporize reactions, which can take his damage to the next level. Diluc's straightforward playstyle and massive damage potential makes him one of the most reliable DPS options in the game. Next is Ganyu. Ganyu's charged towards its huge crowd damage and her elemental burst rainstone and AoE Cryo. With a high crit rate and consistent cryo application, Ganyu excels in both single target and AoE DPS. Now we have Klee. Klee's bombs and charge attacks deal devastating power damage. Her elemental burst surrounds her with explosives that hit multiple enemies, making her great for AoE power damage. Ish out, the enemy reaction with intense plunge attacks. Joe's elemental burst boosts his damage and lets him continuously plunge, making him one of the best game's burst DPS characters. His unique playstyle and enemy AoE attacks make him highly effective at clearing large groups of enemies quickly. Next you have Kitjing. Kitjing's elemental skill lets her teleport across the battlefield, giving her amazing mobility combined with her elemental burst. She deals high electro damage in quick bursts, making her great for electro charge and superconductor actions. Finally, we can't forget Tu Tao, who does elemental skill convert her HP into massive power attack boosts, and she shines when she's at low health. Her burst heals her based on how many enemies she hits, which keeps her damage high and her HP lower, right where she wants it. So this would be it for the first video. Force Dust would get the second power, because there are a lot more Force Dust that I could get into. Yeah, I hope you liked it. Tell me your opinion in the comments, and I'm out.